Consider the nails, consider the thorns. See the water and blood flow free from the wound in his side. Consider the jeers, consider the pain. Consider all that it takes to give in to the way that he died. Then consider the nails.
Hello, and welcome to today's second to last installment of the 7 last words of Christ from the cross. Today's message is one of 2 Jesus spoke at the very moment of his death. His work on earth is finished. It is finished. John 19:30. Jesus sips the sour wine, and in this last purely human act knows that his end has come. But notice his words, not "I am finished," but "it is finished." This tragic scene before us, filled with passion and drama, is about much more than a man dying. This is beyond a sad tale of a failed prophet and teacher. This is the beginning of something bigger. This is the culmination of the Father's plan for the salvation of the world. From the manger in Bethlehem to the cross on Calvary, the incarnate Word of God visited earth and lived among us so that God might draw us all to himself. That experiment in divine interaction was coming to a close, and none of us would ever be the same. Bowing his head, Jesus handed over his spirit. The overall scene is brutal, violent, and bloody, but the end reflects the gentleness of a God who only wants us to embrace and say yes to him. As he has done throughout his ministry and passion, Jesus does not lash out. He does not hate. He does not promise retribution to those who persecuted and killed him. He does not scream. He bows his head and hands over his spirit. No one has taken his life from him, for he has freely given it. Here in these simple and surely whispered words is the model of living and dying that Jesus has left us. Even as Jesus pours out his life for us, we are called to a life of surrender to God, to the Creator and to the Author of life, who knows us better than we know ourselves. I am reminded of a prayer called the Susape from the Spiritual Exercises of St. Ignatius Loyola. It is a prayer of abandonment and detachment from the things of this world in exchange for something much greater, the presence and grace of God. And the beautiful prayer goes like this: Take, Lord, and receive all my liberty, my memory, my understanding, my entire will, all that I have and call my own. You have given all to me, and to you, Lord, I return it. Everything is yours. Do with it what you will. Give me only your love and your grace, for that is enough for me. Perhaps the best and most authentic response to the grace offered to us on the cross is giving away our own lives to others and to God. We are called to be servants. We are asked to be more for others than for ourselves. We are invited to love in the face of fear, to love in the face of confusion and even hatred. Ask yourself in silence today, what in my life needs to change so that I can pray, take, Lord, receive. All is yours now. I'll see you tomorrow.